Welcome to round 3 of the Marquee Models Spring Pokemon League Cup. So today we have Adam Hawkins against James Drake. Adam is playing Buzzwole Lycanroc and James is playing Sylveon GX. So James is starting here with an Eevee, putting a Fairy Energy onto that Eevee, so he's searching for a Sylveon. And then he's going to play that down. And let's see what he's going to do from here. So that energy evolution is really vital in James's deck to get his EVs out and stream the EVs, so that he's able to use Magical Ribbon to be able to then search his deck for free cards and then put them into his hand. So here he just passes for turn. So Adam attaches an energy and a choice band to a Buzzwole and then Cynthia's into his hand. So Cynthia allows him to shuffle his hand into his deck and then draw 6 cards. So hopefully Adam can develop some board state here, maybe finding a basic, maybe a Brooklet Hill, which is important for this deck. So there he plays down the Rockruff, which I believe is the Tackle Rockruff, max elixirs and hits the elixir onto the Rockruff. So hopefully if he needs to, he can then come out and attack with Lycanroc GX, and then he does 60 damage to the Sylveon GX. So here James is going to Crushing Hammer, which misses. So Crushing Hammer, if you hit a heads, it discards energy on any of the opponent's Pokemon. Here James max potions, attaches another Fairy Energy and uses Magical Ribbon. So here he's got to try to see what he's going to be drawing. Oh, okay, so Adam says he's basically going to play an N, so he attaches an energy to a Buzzwole and plays the N. So this saves time, so James doesn't have to go through his entire deck finding the free cards, and then Adam is able to just say, hey look, I'm going to N you, don't worry about searching. So shuffling up, so James can hopefully draw his 6 as well as Adam could draw his 6. And let's see what 6 cards he gets. So in Adam's hand, he gets both the Remoraid and a Brooklet Hill, which he would probably like to establish pretty much straight away, so that he's able to then start drawing more cards from his hand and hopefully get that Octillery up and running from the Remoraid, evolving it into the Octillery. So here James has another Eevee, and he's gonna probably put a Fairy Energy onto that Eevee so that he's energy evolutioning again. So he's going to try and find another Sylveon. So there's another Sylveon GX, and places down another Eevee, and then gonna have a Magical Ribbon, I believe, here, possibly, depending on what card James is going to play next. So no, he just shuffles up for the energy evolution, so he plays a Kukui to then play the Parallel down, so he places it on Adam's side, so he only has 3 bench space, and in comes the Magical Ribbon. So let's see what he's going to grab. I can't quite see what the first 2 cards were, but I believe he's going to go for a max potion in this 3rd and final card. So here he goes, shuffles his hand, and let's see whether he can use that max potion for the next turn, or whether the Sylveon will be knocked out from the Buzzwole. So down goes the Brooklet Hill, and on goes the Octillery with a Float Stone, a strong energy as well onto that Buzzwole, and a Pistol Hand. So Adam hits 2 elixirs there, and I think another Buzzwole. So I believe he's going to Absorption GX for the knockout. So Adam takes 2 prize cards. So here James puts on a Dumbbells onto the Sylveon with a Fairy Energy, attaches another, so he attaches to the Sylveon, so he plays down another Sylveon and then uses a Enhanced Hammer and a Team Flare Grunt to knock off the energies onto the Buzz. It looks like he's going to be attaching DC, and then he's attacking the Buzzwole, which I don't quite understand why, because obviously if he's looking to stall out and deck out, attacking the Buzzwole doesn't really do him too much help here. So Adam here uses Brooklet Hill to search himself for another card. He's possibly going to grab himself another Buzzwole, because I don't believe he plays anything like an Acerola, so he could be looking for another Remoraid, for example, to get more draw support. But I think unless if he has a Buzzwole in hand, he should probably get a Buzzwole, or maybe he's even looking to get the Sudowoodo. So contemplating what he's going to do here. and gets the Pseudo Wudo. So that Watch and Learn ability means that you can hit 110, or he might even be able to Magical Ribbon himself to be able to get 3 cards from his deck to his active Pokemon. So into his hand, sorry. So here comes another Max Elixir, which he hits onto the Rainbow Buzzwole on the bench, which he shuffles into his hand. So I believe that's 2 out of 2 Elixirs so far. Is he going to go for the second one? Yeah, so he goes for the second one. And there you go, he's hit 3 out of 3 Elixirs. So Adam on fire with those Elixirs, attaching 2 energies to that bench Buzzwole. And I believe he just possibly needs an energy attachment for turn, so that he's able to then knock out this Sylveon GX. So there's the Abyssal Hand, so he only hits the Sylveon for 60 and 30 onto the bench Sylveon. So here Adam's possibly setting up for a Lycanroc to come down in a minute to attack that bench Sylveon. But overall, I think James here has the max potion to be able to clear a lot of the damage off. So that's going to go down onto the bench from the bench Sylveon. And then there's the energy attachment to this bench Sylveon itself, so that James can start getting that consistency. And let's see what he goes to do. I would reckon he would possibly go in for a Magical Ribbon. But let's have a look what's in his hand. So I think in his hand he's only got 2 cards, which is a Puzzle of Time and an Eevee. So he's going to GX up both the Buzzwole and the Octillery. So Adam will have to start trying to get them cards back on their board. The acceleration he originally had with the Max Elixir, he does not get anymore because of the fact that they've been used now and have been discarded. So let's see what Adam's going to do. So he puts down the Remoraid with the Floatstone. Adam uses a Brooklet Hill. So let's see what he's going to go and grab himself, unless he whiffs it. I think there you can see there's a strong energy right at the bottom of his deck, which he could come in useful in this matchup, so that he can then hit 200, obviously, on the Sylveon. So he's going to whiff the Brooklet Hill. And let's see what he's going to grab now. So down goes the Buzzwole, down goes an energy onto that Buzzwole, a Choice Band onto there as well. And with Adam, with a surprisingly large hand, won't be able to obviously Abyssal anyway, because the Octillery has been gone from his field. But he's got a rather large hand, he's got Ultra Ball in hand as well. He doesn't really need to go and grab anything, so I think he's probably just going to do another 60-30 and possibly end his go, but we shall see. So here he is doing some maths. So he's looking at dumbbells, which add 40 HP to a stage 1 Pokemon. So that Sylveon, instead of having 200 health, it has 240, but it's already got 60 damage on it, so it's going to have 180 HP in general. So here, Adam's deciding what he wants to do. There's a Regirock that he's possibly going to put down, so there goes an Ultra Ball to get to them, Lycanroc. So yeah, he's going to use the ability Bloodthirsty Eyes to bring up the Sylveon on the bench without the bodybuilding dumbbells on, and he's going to hit 60 and 30 to the bench. So here James is kind of a bit stuck for his situation, so he brings up the benched Sylveon with the Acerola. So he's probably going to attach DC to the active. Bodybuilding dumbbells, so once again he now has one in the active of 108 HP, and he knocks out the Buzzwole, which obviously takes him down to 4 prizes, and it allows Adam to then get this Octillery in the active with the Floatstone, so he has that freedom to retreat in and out where he likes. So I believe that's an energy switch, so he energy switches to the Buzzwole. He's then going to look to attach the strong energy, Abyssal Hand, there's a Choice Band on there as well. So if he retreats this Octillery out, he'll be doing 180 to 110 damage to this active Sylveon, which will be the knockout. So here Adam's just deciding whether he wants to play the Regirock, I believe. And he's using the Brooklet Hill. So have a look for his deck. So he's going to go for the Tapu Lele, which it's going to get use Wonder Tag, sorry, for the Guzma, which is going to Guzma up the benched Eevee, he's going to then probably look to Jet Punch for the knockout and puts an extra 30 onto that Sylveon. So here Adam's stopping the EVs that are coming down from James's hand because of the fact that he can't evolve them quick enough. So here there's that Fairy Energy. He can't use the Energy Evolution, I'm guessing, because he probably has both of his EVs in hand. But there he uses the Lusamine to get the Parallel City, so he then scoops up, Adam has to scoop up Brooklet Hill and the Tapu Lele. And then it looks like James is probably going to pass without doing anything else, because he can't search for another Sylveon, because I believe one is in his prizes. So there he uses Fairy Wind for 110, but as I said, I believe this Buzzwole with a Knuckle Impact will get the knockout onto the Sylveon in the active. So James will have a Sylveon in hand, but he won't be able to establish himself as well as he would like to. So here, as I said, I think Adam's got the Guzma in hand from the looks of it. So James plays down the Sylveon, attaches another Fairy Energy, plays down the Hoopa, but as I said, this comes down now to the single prize attacker now. So even if he has one single prize attacker, Adam just needs to take that prize and win the game. So here he Team Flare grunts the basic fighting energy, which I'm surprised he didn't look to discard the strong energy, because obviously it adds 20 damage, which would mean Adam would be missing a KO by 10 HP. So here James uses Magical Ribbon, sorry, to be able to search his deck for 3 cards. I see there's a Flare Grunt and there's a few other bits that he was going to get there. Let's see whether he can turn this around. So you have Adam with a Guzma in hand, which you won't be able to use because obviously the Hoopa's ability allows only non-EX and GX attackers to do damage to it. So here he uses the Ultra Ball, which gets rid of a Buzz, I believe, and a Regirock to search his deck to thin it out a little bit more, so that he can draw into the cards he needs to draw into a lot easier. So there he attaches to the Sudowoodo, Abyssal Hands, so he's got the strong energy, and I believe that's a Guzma and Octillery in his hand. So he's going to Guzma up the Hoopa, and then does 30 damage to the Sylveon on the bench. So because of the fact that he used Guzma, he was able to then bring up the Octillery, draw it out, and then obviously he's now used Team Flare Grunt, I believe, and Enhanced Hammer to knock off all the energy onto the active Buzzwole. So here James is trying to use this Hoopa to stall out for a good bit while he tries to set himself up some more Sylveon. He only has the one Sylveon in his bench left. The Hoopa in the active is going to cause Adam some problems, but here as well, if he can grab up this Sudowoodo, it may be able to help him out here. But also what might be able to help him is the Rockruff, if he can find a Rockruff with Tackle, so that he can then attack into the Hoopa. So here he's just going to attach an energy to the Buzzwole and do 30 damage to the Sylveon using Buzzwole's Jet Punch. So here there's 3 energies on Sylveon with the bodybuilding dumbbells. So now that has, I believe, 180 HP. It brings up the Lycanroc GX. So it's going to use Magical Ribbon, I believe, unless if he goes to hit into this. But I think Magical Ribbon would probably be the best play because he can then continue to set up his ball state. So yeah, here comes the Magical Ribbon. Whether it's find maybe a supporter to be able to grab another Sylveon, or maybe a max potion for the next turn. But you did see as well in James's deck, he does play the 1/1 Routes Gardevoir line in there, so that if he does need to start swinging with something, he can then easily get that Gardevoir up, get a Fairy Energy onto it and start rolling. So here Adam's looking to attach a Fighting Energy onto his Buzzwole, which he does, and he's going to Ultra Ball away the Octillery and the Sycamore, which he's going to whiff it so he can thin out his deck a little bit more. So hopefully that he's able to draw into some cards that he's able to use. So there's a Float Stone, I believe, there's an N in hand, and maybe a Cynthia. So let's see what he's going to be doing here. So he's just going to pass the turn, not being able to attack with the Lycanroc. So here he's going to Field Blower, the Float Stone and the Choice Band. And here he's going to Power Pad for a Guzma and a Team Flare Grunt James. So here Adam is in a little bit of an awkward situation because he's not able to yet take a knockout onto this Sylveon GX. And as well, he's not able to take a knockout with the Hoopa because obviously James will have to attack with the Hoopa to be able to use the Watch and Learn. So here, I believe he's got the Guzma, strong energy, so it allows him to actually take the KO with the Pokemon. So thank you very much for watching, and look forward to seeing you in the next round.